What is your favorite cave? Why is it not the beautiful one? Why is it not the beautiful one you drop into at the lake forest? If it's not.
I mean, my favorite cave is my own apartment, I have to say. But it's funny that you mentioned that one, because that, I think, the one that Swergen means is literally the one that's called Hannah Test Cave, because it is the very first cave that we built with all of the new assets and tools. Meaning that basically that was a cave where I went absolutely crazy with quality, because basically it was meant to be a showcase as to like how every asset can be used, what the rule set should kind of be, the placement, like everything. I basically tried to use everything in like the way we roughly wanted it to be and made it as fancy as possible. So in a sense, it is my favorite cave because it's literally named after me, because I made it entirely as the first one. Like at least a lot of the caves already existed structurally, but they weren't decorated, or they were decorated with a lot of old assets, deprecated assets that had to then be removed, and then we had to redress the cave entirely. Yeah, thanks, Morgan. And that's basically my answer. There are also like some caves that some other folks made that have some like, I don't know, they did some really cool stuff with the assets that like I hadn't thought of. And this is the beauty of when you bring a bunch of different people in, they will have a bunch of different ideas of how to use the things that like you've kind of settled into routine, and that they'll do something that surprises you, and it's like, oh, that's really cool, or that's like, you know. And there's a bunch of cases where like I think like people started using because I was always like, okay, if there's like a Mercisphere or Summer's Loop in a cave, you can break the rules, because these things break the rules, right? And so we get to get weird with the placement of very specific assets. And so like someone like started sort of the idea of like, what about if we tilt the stalactites and stalagmites point at the artifact? And that looked so cool. And like they like a bunch of them did this in really cool ways where I think it looks fantastic. So like that's also a cool thing that happened.
I feel like I'm stealing your answer semi, but because I was gonna reply honestly, this room. It's like getting
I was contemplating saying that one as well.
Like as you can maybe see by the lighting, even like the semi-scuffed lighting right now, it's just when these lights go out, it's gonna be a super cozy little cave.
It's gonna be fully dark.
Yeah. I also saw something pop when you said, like, when you gave your answer. I saw something pop very fast, which you just have to address, which is if Hannah's favorite cave is Hannah's apartment, does Hannah call it the Han Cave?
I don't, but I should.
Adopted.
Yeah, done. Canon.